What's up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Let's say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody that use a curse word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
yeah.
Pull out your card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right.
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
But you bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine, right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like that.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
I am here and I am moving, and y'all know I'm chomping at this bit. I'm so excited. I can't say it's been 7 days because y'all didn't see me last Monday. So, but y'all, it's Monday, and I'm excited. Oh, and I'm not gonna waste time, y'all. I owe somebody a lot of money right now because I got this done in 7 days. So I just want y'all to know we ready, and I'm excited. I'm gonna bring the family on, gentlemen and madam.
What up?
Yes,
I
sir.
ain't froze no more.
Look
No,
at that.
What's up? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
It was good.
All
good.
right. Hey, Miss
All
Demi.
right.
Good
What's
to see
up,
you.
Miss
Thank
Demi
you.
J?
Look,
Victoria.
Miss Toria.
everything just
Yeah.
flowing right now. I appreciate. I better stop playing for something go wrong again, right? Okay. Miss Toria, thank you so much. Please like and share, ladies and gentlemen. All y'all that's coming in here. I see y'all in here. Well, I see some of y'all in here because them numbers don't reflect who in here done spoke now. So whatever, I ain't gonna say nothing. But okay, it's all good. I know, Miss Demi. I'm excited. So I don't even know what further ado means, but we gonna move on. How about that? So I just want to tell y'all two things. We got talking point tip jars. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to. I feel like a excited chihuahua who owner just walked in the house, and I'm just bouncing out the walls right now. So I'm gonna calm down probably after about the second segment. So y'all just bear with me for a moment as we get started. But so yeah, we got talking point tip jars, and we want you to know if we say something nice, listen. Y'all share something nice. It's okay. I know it's hard out there, but if not, we appreciate it. But we're gonna get started, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep up with politics. I got a couple things to talk about here. Number one, Donald Trump has made a statement that I don't think this country is ready for. He says that if he is reelected to president, he will expand presidential powers, which will include removing tenured civil servants. He will clean out intelligence agencies, the State Department, and the defense bureaucracy to butte officials Trump has labeled as the sick political class that hates our country. Now, if you don't know what that means, if you just turn your eyes to the east and look over there to Israel, to Netanyahu, he just got his government to give him authority to overthrow any judicial court rulings that will stop the government for doing what they want to do. Y'all, we in trouble. And these boys ain't playing no games now, and so they ain't messing around. So, what say y'all about Trump?
What up, Craig?
He not playing, but Black. I mean, how serious should we take this?
I think we should take it very serious, and honestly, it's a smart move. You know, here's where I give Trump credit where people won't. He might be an asshole and an idiot, but he always has his finger on the pulse of the underbelly of America. And the truth of the matter is, the road he started and where he exposed America to be, we're at a place where his message, I don't disagree with the message. My thing with Trump has always been, we want to shoot the messenger, but in retrospect, some of the things he said, it's just you're not supposed to say it that politically incorrect. And the truth of the matter is, the whole damn system needs to be torn down. Now, what he's not telling you is that he's going to restack it in his favor.
Right.
So the message in general, I actually don't have a problem with it. America is founded on a system that's a scab that we keep peeling off, but at its core, it's a canker sore. And we have an entire generation of people ruling from the Supreme Court on down that can't possibly understand what real Americans are going through. So at its core, I like the message. Tear the whole damn thing down. But he's not going to tell you what he's doing when behind the curtain. He's the Wizard of Oz.
Okay, sister. He says what we're trying to do is identify the pockets of independence and seize them. What?
I think that let's just be honest. Trump has a lot of ego, and he wants to be a king and a dictator, but there's a lot of things that he can't just up and decide he's going to do tomorrow. So I think the biggest fear is that everybody's fear is that Trump's going to get into office and become Castro or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think that this government allows him that much power. Yes, he will be powerful. He already is powerful. Let's be honest, because he's got the biggest idiots in the world willing to die over him, and he wouldn't even allow them to clean his toilets. So, I mean, he's already powerful, but he will never be as powerful as he likes to pretend he'll be.
Okay, Kenny, I'm just going to put it to you blunt. If Trump get in office again, he's not leaving. And he's telling us that he's going to set it up where, like Black said, it's in his favor, and he's not leaving. He's going to create a dictatorship.
Right.
You agree?
Yeah, I think he definitely will. He definitely that's his whole plan. Right. But I trust Trump about as much as I trust Christopher Columbus with directions, though. What he gonna do though? The thing is, if he can't win, but I do know the pulse of this country. Most likely he's gonna win this thing if he gets the nomination. So the thing is, his first term, he talked about draining the swamp. He didn't do a good job of that, in my opinion, because the swamp is still dirty, and it got even dirtier, to be honest with you. So I don't even think he believed his message. All he wants to do, just like Ms. Devin said, is his ego. He just wants to be president and show somebody that a convicted felon can be president no matter what. And I do agree with Brother Black. I do somewhat agree with his message about insanity is doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results with the government. I get what he's saying. We do need to get rid of that. But, according to that good old Constitution, it just ain't going to be that easy. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be chaotic. I don't think he's gonna win because he just don't have enough people to support. But again, we see what he's doing, and they already doing it in Israel. And so, yeah, I agree. It does need to be revised, Demi, but not the way Trump trying to do it. Okay. All right, I got one more thing about these policies, and we get on out of here. In Florida, again, the NAACP warned y'all, you can stay out of Florida.
Right.
It's good for you. So now all of a sudden, Vice President Kamala, she done went to Florida because they done riled up her little skirt. And they're trying, the educational board in Florida is saying that they want to now teach middle schoolers and high schoolers that slavery was beneficial to the black man because they learned trades and they taught their kids. For instance, if a black man was a blacksmith, he was blacksmith into slavery. Now he could teach his kids. Black, just I'll go ahead. Hold on.
You know what? This is one of those where
I don't know what to say.
if it wasn't so dangerous and tragic, we could laugh at this.
Yes.
But the scary part is that we have a popular sitting governor of a major state who is putting a stamp on the message that has the potential to do damage for generations to come. What's amazing about this is they won't even teach that the white slave masters benefited from it. Let's just get the message out there that black people benefited from it. And even this is a message that the majority of white people disagree with. But the fact that he can do it, this has opened up a can of, this is why I said we need to overhaul the whole system. We have sitting Supreme Court justices who we know is basically taking bribes,
Right.
but nothing is done, and they have the job for life.
Right.
We have governors who are defying Supreme Court decisions, and nothing is being. Well, you know what? Why not we just all do our own damn thing?
That's right, Craig. Yeah, no, I'm with you, but we can't agree on what that is. So, I mean, Kenny,
Can I say one last thing? I'm sorry, one last quick thing. One minute.
yeah, I
I'm
ain't
so
froze,
grateful
I'm good.
I don't have school-aged children.
Yes.
My brothers
Yes.
and my
Yes.
sisters. If you
My
don't hear me
granddaughter.
before, if you never heard me before, I work in education. It's time for us to start looking at homeschooling like we never have before. It is not up to anybody else to educate our children on our culture and our heritage. That is our responsibility. Damn what they teach in the school system. If I had school-age children now, I would yank their ass out and they would learn and be given instilled to them what I need for them to know. We have to prepare our children better because the world ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Miss Toria. This is the only way they think the world is going to become great again. But hey, Miss Nihar, how you
Hey,
doing?
what's
Thank
up,
you for
Miss
joining
Nihar?
us.
How you
You
doing?
come in peace. Well, I brought my piece, so I'll shoot it if I need to. But I mean, sister, you know, you big on education. I mean, I don't have words for this fool. So
Can I be honest? Anything the Satanist says, I don't really listen to it. Like, because I think he's just trying to blow like a dog whistle and get everybody riled up and excited. But because I feel like he thinks that this radical politics thing works so well for Trump, but he's
Yep.
not Trump. So nobody really respects him like that. And he just sounds dumb. He sounds like an idiot. And I mean, and the only people that he excites, like they stealing cable from their neighbors at the trailer park. So nobody cares what he is saying. I just think it's stupid. And no anybody with a true education, no teacher, no anybody believes that, because anybody with education knows that the people who benefited most from slavery were white people, and they're still benefiting from slavery. We have generational wealth that comes all the way from slavery, and it's still happening with people like families, the descendants of like Chase Bank and things like that. People are still living off the money from slavery, and I think every normal person knows that. Like I say, the idiots who believe him can't even spell their own damn name. So
yeah, you're
It's
right,
just
Kenny.
stupid.
I'm gonna give you the last one, and we're gonna get out of here.
I think DeSantis has pretty much he is who we thought he was, in the words of the
Yeah.
late great Dennis Allen, not Dennis Allen, Dennis Green. I'm sorry. And Ms. Devin hit on something I wanted to hit on too. I think a couple of shows ago, didn't we do a story on how many politicians in the U.S. government
had
had
slaves.
slaves?
Yep.
And
Mhm.
so what Ms. Devin was talking about, that generational wealth, they benefited greatly off of that. Now, to talk about teaching, black folks learn how to be blacksmith and all this, the fathers could teach their kids, but y'all were yanking the fathers from their damn families. So how was they teaching their children? They were breaking up families. They wasn't doing that on their own free will, because if they didn't work, y'all was gonna beat them. So to me, how did black folks benefit from that? How did my people benefit from that? from your scare tactics, and then gonna introduce us to a religion that anyway, that's a whole nother topic. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. So
The only thing we did benefit from it is we can turn slop into the best soul food Sunday you ever heard of in your life. Now that is one thing we took from slavery.
and
Just one of many.
And then it turned us into being diabetics and all that other good stuff later on. But you're right. You are so right. I'm not gonna argue that point, but we got the slops and we turned it into a meal. You're right. So anyway, DeSantis is actually, man, he can't win this nomination, man. Florida's in a world of trouble, and if he does, man, we in a world of trouble. So I'm more scared of DeSantis than Trump.
But I want to mention a name. Let's relieve this. There is a new person on the scene, and by accident, I listened to him today. He has the dynamic appeal of an Obama, the Republican candidate. Remember Vivek Ramaswamy?
Yeah, I checked him out on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
I got news for people, keep your eye out. We might have a new rising star. He is more reflective of what America really is about. I like.
Right.
Dare I say it? I like it.
Yeah, he's charismatic, but he's way behind though, Black. He got to do a whole bunch
I'm
of
just
fundraising.
saying.
I hear you, but you know, in America, in politics, it's about money. I don't care how great you are. You got to get that bread. To get it.
Yeah, but if he on the Republican side, they don't matter if you like him. They need to like him. There ain't nobody.
Guess what? Look at his numbers. If you ain't following today, he is trending and climbing historically. Be careful.
We'll
Vivek.
Black folks not to say too loud that they like him. Don't say it to the end.
I'm trying to tell you.
We'll see.
I would vote for him. Most definitely.
You sound like Act Poof on doggone The Simpsons.
Because I am feeling most vulnerable, I tell you. But okay, I'm just saying.
You better stop that.
Listen, please don't be easily offended. That's just what we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep it 100. So, all right, listen, y'all. We got some follow-ups to do right quick. I got two of them. We finally heard from Jamie Foxx. That's what we've been waiting on. But this is what I'm going to say. I said it once. I'm going to say it again. He ain't tell y'all what he did. And he ain't going to tell you what he did either, because it was something that he's ashamed of. And so, again, people going to say what they want to say. But that was Jamie. My wife said he looked pale. So, you know, again, all you in the medical field. I mean, sister, what did you think about his appearance?
I think he looked older and his head was shaped funny. And he lost some of his hairline. And he just, you know, and I don't know if that was something they did to make him look like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he used to have a little square little box head, and his hairline was like here, and now it's like here, and he didn't look good. But I also couldn't watch it because I'm annoyed with him. And the only reason why I'm annoyed with him is because he came out at a time where a movie came out on Netflix. So I almost felt like it was more of a promotional thing now that he has a movie out on Netflix that is like #1. So, and I be like side-eyeing a lot of celebrities anyway. Like, it make me feel like he's been good for a while. And he was just waiting until this movie premiered on Netflix before he like popped out on the scene just to drive those ratings up. And I don't know. It's kind of frustrated me a little bit, I'll be honest.
Okay, Black, Bama want to know who that was you talking about again?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Okay.
Vivek. Remember that name,
not
Ramaswamy.
And that's not a new alcohol either. That's who.
No.
All right, Kenny. What you think about old Jamie? He look good to you? We gonna blame it on the alcohol?
You know, it's so many conspiracy theories out there, man. I try not to read a lot of comments, man. Some people think it's a clone and they don't believe it's him and this and that. You know, at this point, he did look totally different than the Jamie that I looked, but I mean, you know, he's been out of the public eye for a minute. We don't know the health issues that he dealt with. I don't know. That could cause him to have some sort of physical changes. I know Miss Devin, she's in the medical field. Can that having something serious, whatever you had, can that cause you to really your physical appearance to change that drastically? I don't know.
Well, yeah, because even one of us, if we're ill or we lose a lot of weight or something, our physical appearance is going to change. But we just regular smegular folks that live check to check. He's a celebrity. When you're a celebrity, you can come out sick as hell and look better than you did last time we saw you if they want you to.
Okay,
you're right. They can embalm you alive.
So do I think it's Jamie Foxx? Maybe it's his twin. Maybe I don't know, but I'm believing it. I'm believing it's him, and until I see something otherwise, yeah, I think it was Jamie Foxx.
I agree with you, Miss Tori. Black, what you see?
I saw it completely different than Miss Devin. I loved it. I completely loved it. He looked like a man who had been from hell and back. Yeah. And I believe sometimes things happen for a reason. I think about what happened to Will Smith, and on the other side, we now have the real Will Smith. I think the Jamie Foxx we're accustomed to seeing, I think that was the fraud. I loved his message. For me, it resonated with me. And I even loved the fact of what he said. I like that he talked about how his family protected him. He said, I didn't want y'all to see me that way. I respected his message personally. The fact that he didn't want his condition to turn into a media circus, and he didn't want to come forward until he could authentically articulate what he had gone through. And and personally, I'm glad he didn't tell me what happened to him. We know too much about these damn people anyway. And I like the fact that whatever it is, whether it was good, bad, if you came out on the other side more appreciative and a better person, bravo. I like what he said. The message resonated. I definitely think it's him. I like what he said. Now, to Devin's point, that it happened to coincide with the movie release, it didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt. You're right. It's all about that money, right? That's what he said. You take my money. So anyway. Yeah,
man, gotta eat.
That's right. He don't want y'all messing with no broken. All right, so
Miss Mihal, I'm still an independent, sweetheart, but I like a little bit of what I see.
Okay. All right, so listen, y'all, we're gonna keep up with him, and if something else go down, and if he tell us what's up, it is what it is. But I got one more thing before I let Kenny have it. Sister girl, Carly Russell. Listen, man. She went on and gave a little statement, and she told the folks she was lying. Now, I don't know if that's a surprise to us, but we're gonna leave her alone now since she told the truth. Okay, well,
I guess Black said no.
Okay, well, what we doing to it then, Lee? Give me
no, ma'am. This is a classic case of what I call the Maury Povich syndrome, and I hate it. I hate it. Maury Povich built his fame on "You Are Not the Father," where he trotted out the women who could come out and they talked about the man like a low down dirty dog. I know, I'm 1,000% sure he's a baby daddy. By the time they bring the man on the segment, public opinion's already turned against him. Yeah. And she twisted up. Lo and behold, you are not the father. She get to run off the stage and now leave her alone. No, Carly, baby. You're now smart what she did. She's getting ahead of the game and didn't ride it out like Jussie Smollett. But I want to see the book thrown at this itch. And the more I get to drinking, the more I'm gonna start cussing.
Now listen, I don't know if she got ahead of no game. They already knew she was lying from the jump. So I don't
know. But by having your attorney come out, you're setting the stage for a lesser punishment because this is why I call it the Maury Povich thing, that well, she's admitting she's wrong. She need her ass beat.
Okay. Sister, you gonna defend it?
No, I ain't defending her.
I knew you would.
I will say though, for some reason, I don't want her to go to jail. I don't want her to go to jail.
That ain't happening.
But I do want her to be punished, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like 5-10 years parole, a community service, a huge fine, things like that. I just don't know if what she did deserves like jail time.
I agree.
But But I also don't think she should come out with a bunch of followers from this. I don't think she should benefit from this. I mean, she was trying to make her new name be Carly Hustle, but I don't think she should be able to hustle folks into giving her a lot of money by doing this. I think there should be a shame attached to it. I think that she should suffer some consequences related to it. I see her man used to have like a few thousand followers. Now he got like 26,000 and they all women trying to holler at him. So she did all this for that ping, and that ping is all the women in the world. So that backfired on her because you'll never get his ass back now. Got the Instagram.
He gone.
Yeah. So she already suffered the consequences in a lot of ways, but I don't really want her to go to jail though.
I agree
That's
with
funny.
you. I agree with you.
Bama, I think it was gonna be a going away party if you ask me. So I don't. I don't know
Really?
what kind of party? Listen,
think
I'm gonna
so?
tell you something. I don't know what country y'all been living in, but I live in America, and I know what they do to us.
and that is good old Alabama too, sweet home
Yes, sir.
Alabama. So
Yes, sir. Roll Carly.
Right.
I about to roll Carly. All right, Kenny, what you got on sister, man? I mean, she's like real estate insider said, she wants some leniency. You think they're gonna...
Yeah, my thing is, at least she didn't let this drag out like Black said. Damn it! Finally, she just said, you know what? I had my 49 hours of fun. Let me go ahead and just kill this lie right now. So, but I do know that the attorney that she has is, according to what I've read, is one of the top-notch defense attorneys in that area. So I expect Miss Carly, she's gonna pay she's gonna pay some restitution.
She's paying that money back, yeah.
And she's most likely. I really don't want to see her do jail time, but I definitely do want her to pay the piper. I think she should get at least 5-6 years probation. Not allowed to profit off of that story whatsoever. Anything like that, like Miss Devin said.
I ain't think about that.
So that's what I think. That's what I think should happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's coming out with a Lifetime movie. You better believe it. It's gonna be BET Black or whatever you call it. They're gonna be out.
Tubi.
Right, and if she do that, then the proceeds should go to missing, finding missing people or something. The proceeds should go to something like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep y'all posted on. Well, maybe not, because I am tired of hearing about it. So yeah. I'll let Lee talk about it. I don't know. Maybe do it in his statements. 6 months in jail, huh? All right, we're gonna see. It's Alabama. Maybe she can get her 60-day in. But anyway, I ain't gonna go there. That's a good show though, Black. You right, man.
I
like
love that show.
Yeah, that's a good show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're gonna keep this train rolling. Man, I'm feeling good. I ain't skipping out a beat today, boy. Kenny, them sports, man. What you got for us today?
We got a hot one for you today. Before we get to that, I got to give my Dallas Cowboy fan, just holler at her. Cowboys training camp, it jumps off on Wednesday. They may have a holdout on their offensive line. Yeah, Zach Martin is saying, I want to get paid just like the other. I think he plays right guard, left guard, one of those. I wants to get my money too. So he, according to reports, he's not on the plane to Oxnard. So we'll see what happens with that. But the big story over the weekend has been down in Florida again. So it's always Florida. We got the Florida A&M Rattlers, man. HBCU head coach Willie Simmons. Well, them boys decided to shoot a music video on the premises by a local rapper by the name of Real Boston Richie, and the name of the video is Send a Blitz. It has already over 400,000 views, and it was dropped on YouTube on Saturday. But the big issue is with this video, and I watched it, and it's trash. I don't know if y'all guys watched it. It's explicit sexual lyrics. I get it, but it's straight trash. But the biggest issue is that Mr. Richie was wearing a Florida A&M Nike logo as well as the helmet, which, if you don't know, that's trademarked, that's branded, and that is part of their branding. And how did he get in here to shoot this video? It was some players in the video too. People scratching their head. So the AD suspended all football activities on Friday, but on today, they'll be able to resume. They're still going to investigate to see what's going to happen. So I just want to get you guys' thoughts on this crazy story out of Florida A&M. We got these young brothers down there allowing guys to come in their facilities and shoot videos. Black, what you think about this?
So number one, I have not seen the video, but I did see the story on my phone or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand what all the hubbub is about. I'm to be perfectly honest with you. From what I could understand from the story and gather from it, it's pretty much, what this generation is about. It's a microcosm of what we see at the professional level. You want me to believe that these young athletes aren't listening to that kind of music? They aren't influenced by that kind of music. They aren't even friends. The reality is, take a look at Jay Moran.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? The lines are so blurred between what a rap star is and what a sports athlete is, especially amongst that age group and that generation. They walk lockstep with each other. And am I supposed to be surprised that they let this rapper come to the facility? And no, everybody wants their 1 minute of fame. So if you had told me that the lyrics was against America or they were saying something blatantly racist or whatever, then maybe I'd have a problem with it. If you're telling me this is a standard run-of-the-mill IF hoes and blah, 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 this and that kind of stuff, that's not made for me. So, I've even had to evolve my thinking on it. Much as I hate it, I recognize that's I'm not the demographic they're shooting this for. They're not even trying to impress my fat black ass. So, God bless them kids. Now, as far as the coach, if he feel like he needs to take action, do what you need to do. I just don't understand the big hubbub.
Well, the issue is, Black, that they are a Nike apparel school. So that's their brand, Florida A&M. So if you got a rapper on there with saying explicit lyrics and he's wearing your brand and he's doing that, that could be illegal. That could be a lawsuit because they could lose their trademark and their brand with that company.
Okay,
that's the big that's the issue.
Okay, so
the video ain't the issue.
Okay,
the video
is that they use Nike.
They use their facilities for that video, and he had on Florida A&M garb. So
here's the slippery slope. I go down there then. So it's okay for Nike to exploit us, but not for us to exploit them.
Hey,
are we? Do we want to go there? Do we want to go there? Because when it's convenient for Nike, Budweiser, whoever else of these big companies to jump on the bandwagon and exploit young black athletes. The topic of the day, hell, Budweiser did a whole campaign when it was a gay pride month. And again, they took the hit because they can afford to. But if we happen to use their logo or whatnot, and now we've committed some big crime, get over yourself, Nike.
Well, Nike isn't okay.
I'm just you. Whoever.
I got you, but Nike ain't. It ain't Nike.
That's not who did that. Pull the trigger.
It's Florida administration, A&M administration.
That's even worse. Then that's
because
even
somebody allowed them on their campus to allow.
Then that's even worse. And because now you're talking about a systematic school that for decades have been exploiting and benefiting young people. So now you want to get up in arms? Either way you look at it, I get it. Because you want to protect your brand and your school or whatever, get over yourself. You've been exploiting these kids for forever. It's just only now that they have the ability to benefit from their likeness. But for all of these years where you've been benefiting from them, Mr. AD and whoever else did in that office, go suck a fat one.
Miss Devin, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, on one part, I'm kind of like Mr. Black, where I say I don't really see what the big deal is. I mean, number one, this is a TikTok area of young people. They just don't respect people and they do whatever they want. Number two, because of the Satanists, Florida is ghetto as hell, so I don't expect nothing different. And three, all they have to do is what they're doing now is disassociate themselves from whoever allowed this to happen, fire or fine whomever, and then the show must go on. I don't know why they, are kind of dwelling on it or making it like a big deal. I think it's easy to disassociate themselves and say these people are fired or fined and we have nothing else to do with them. This is not what we represent, just to avoid losing that money. And as far as Nike goes, I mean, Nike is their own company. They feel like they only represent whatever benefits them. And if they thought that this was going to make them money, they represent it. But if they don't, they disassociate themselves from it.
Right. Brendan, what's your thoughts on it, brother?
Boys ought to stay in their place and know what capitalism is. You listen. If I didn't tell you to make money, then you don't make no money. And don't you do nothing. If I didn't tell you to do it, you better not do it. And again, they wouldn't do it in them other colleges, right? They don't do that. And so I just think we got to have respect. Period. And man, if you want to shoot a video, well then listen, they got a whole lot of community colleges. You can shoot a video and put up the school colors all if you want to, man. I mean, shoot, who cares? But again, don't y'all. I get tired of young people making decisions and then they don't understand the consequences behind the decisions that they made. We got to play the game correctly. And again, HBCUs already have bad raps, and here we go, just continuing. We gotta just be, man. Listen, have some pride about yourself, man. We fighting a bigger game, and so that's all I got to say about that. I agree. Care.
I agree with you, Brendan. We got to be better. And it's unfortunate this happened in Florida. You already got DeSantis down there acting like a doggone fool.
Thinking you.
So then this happens at Florida A&M. So come on, black young brothers, let's do better. Again, y'all check that video out at your earliest convenience. It's straight trash. Again, it ain't for me. I'm a hip hop head, was born and raised on it, but I don't listen to this. That's their thing. I ain't knocking them for listening to it. But sometimes young people, make sure you understand the consequences behind your actions, because some of them cats could lose their scholarships and could lose their NIL deals. So they didn't even think about that. So you got to think about the long game rather than the short game. So anyway, that's my TFG Sports Minute, and you guys, back to you, Brendan.
They would pull us.
Attitude reflect leadership.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a million places for them to go mumble, cat in the hat. They could have found somewhere else.
That's it. They could have did a tic-tac outside.
And then let me say this about Willie Simmons, their head coach. He's a stand-up brother. I want y'all to know that. Willie
he may
Simmons
be.
He's that dude. But this one, he got caught with his pants down with this.
He ain't no Deion Sanders.
And so I'm glad you said, because I uttered the words attitude reflect leadership, because for over 25 years I served in a management role. It wouldn't have happened on my watch.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened in Colorado.
He could be the greatest guy in the world. Not everybody's a leader of men.
Well, he's had a good track record, Brother Black. So I'm not going to go ahead and call.
No, I feel you. And I'm not impugning him. I got out of management in retail. I stopped teaching because you know what I realized? As great as I am, and I am pretty great, I'm a great leader, but them knuckleheads, they don't want to hear anymore what I got to say. So I got out of it. So I'm not knocking him, but I am saying attitude reflect leadership.
Gotcha.
Nihar, I like that Rethuglican. I like
that's a new one. Rethuglican. That's new.
Okay. Upper right hand corner. Are you a Jason Aldean fan? I think if I know my directional, she's talking to you.
Black.
Talking to me?
Yeah, she's talking to you. Are you a Jason Aldean fan? I don't think Black.
No, actually, I'm not. Yeah. If you want to know clearly, when it comes to politics, I don't respect any of them. If anybody who's watched me for a long time from my show, Real Talk for Real Men, I think all politicians are disgusting. I think real change takes place at the lower level. I don't think they give a damn about us. So no, I'm not a fan of any of them, to be perfectly honest with you.
He ain't lying. All right,
he's telling the truth.
Yeah, he ain't lying. Okay, real quick. I just feel like I need to do some of my stuff I didn't do last week for service. So listen. Then was like, I don't know who Granddaddy is, so let's keep moving on. I said, no, I'm sorry. So look, Granddad, you're on TV. So I'm not a fan of The Bachelor, and this don't make me become a fan. But apparently the new Bachelor is gonna be somebody who's over the age of 60, and he's going to have women.
What?
Yes, bro. He's gonna have women that are of the same age, and I'm like, y'all that desperate, bro, that y'all need an old white man to come up there and kiss on some old white women? And I don't know if it's gonna be all white. I don't listen. I don't know. Sister, are you watching something like that?
First of all, I call the Bachelor the mono show. Ain't no black
What's
folks
up?
gonna be over there kissing everybody in the mouth, everybody kissing 100 people. All of
Sure
them
ain't.
just
Not
nasty.
that age.
Y'all gonna have cold sores by the end of the season. However, they didn't pick just a regular, like, I think he's like 71 or whatever. Like he's 71, but he kind of fine. So I mean that's a little different. So I don't know if they gonna have,
71.
he like 71, yeah.
What?
But so,
Damn.
exactly. But I'm gonna need like the women if they come on there. I'm gonna need like real women that like AARP looking women. I'm gonna need some women up in there and like being they self. I'm gonna need some white stockings and black church shoes. I'm gonna need some real 70-year-old women in there like hitting on this man. I'm gonna need them to show up with apple pies and making cornbread and but then again, he ain't black, so it probably ain't gonna be none of us. It's gonna be a bunch of women with their faces pulled and tugged and all that. But no,
Oh
I
my
have no
goodness.
interest in watching this mono show. I just hope they got enough good sense not to be kissing on each other, because half of them probably got dentures and they're gonna fall out too. So no, I don't really think that's for me. I don't know why they did that, what the angle with that was. That was kind of weird.
Oh my goodness. Well, I just want to say this. If that's the case, mono is real. And so y'all be careful out there, because y'all immune system is going down a lot more than us. And again, I don't even understand how y'all gonna show commercials, because they normally showing cleavage and nakedness. And I mean, Black, you watching it?
Of course, I'm not watching it because I don't get it. But you got to remember, we have a strike going on, so they're searching for new
Right.
content, and the cheapest way to bring new content is reality shows.
That's
It
right.
don't take much. And truth of the matter is, they are taking advantage of a demographic that now is sitting home with no new content coming out, and so I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not a fan of it. So. But again, it's a successful franchise that have been doing this thing. So guess what? You can get people to watch a rock if you put it on long enough. So people are going to watch it. And I gotta say, as a sidebar, if you mean by Ice Cube that I'm financially stable enough to say what the fuck I want and stand behind it, I take that as a compliment.
Oh man, I thought she was coming in peace tonight. Oh, okay. Right, I'm just teasing. Nihar, listen, I'm gonna let him clap back. Just always know. Nihar, we talking about that Bachelor. He's 71. The guy who's supposed to be the one that's gonna be looking for love in all the wrong places. Kenny, I'm just saying, they're gonna need a lot of condoms.
Oh, okay. I guess. Oh no.
You watching?
Man, no, I ain't watching that. The hell? I got a whole lot better things to watch than see some 7-year-old dude try to get his swerve on. But to each his own, man. Hell, shoot, do they take 54-year-olds? Hell, I might need to go.
You go get it, huh?
Yeah. I'm a granddad. Hey, can I get on there? Hey,
that's funny. What up, DJ? Yeah, man. Ain't nobody hating on nobody. Listen, they won't even get 30 seconds of my time. Shoot, I don't care. I'm just reporting the news. That's all I'm doing. So y'all enjoy it, and y'all let us know. There won't be no follow up on this. I just want to tell y'all, just in case y'all didn't know. So, all right. Well, listen, I'm excited, man. I am just floating along here. I am just so peacock proud of me today. I got one word answers, y'all. And yes, Devin, my video is working today, so I'm excited. So
I know you happy you back for this. I know you happy you back.
Listen, man, it's just a couple of things, man. I just don't want to get away from, and that's what it is, man. You watch, bro, and you tell us what it's about, right? She would say lower right corner. Hey, Poppy. All right.
Okay, Ken.
All right. Do I need to turn to Chuck Woolery? I need to turn to Chuck Woolery.
We'll be back in peace, Nihar. Thank you, sugar. Thank you, sugar.
No, we ain't watching them stupid shows. What you say, Bama? I have never watched a whole episode of The Bachelor. Don't plan on it either. Yeah. So, she said, I'm gonna let y'all take that off camera. Hold on. Was that did they say pink? What is that? Oh, pension. Yeah,
Pension, baby. No, that's right, girl.
I already know where you were going with that.
say man.
I think we got a clip. I think I smell a clip right now. I smell one.
You know, I almost froze again.
Right.
She like it with one of those too. I'm just saying.
I smell the clip.
Woo. Let me get to my one word answer. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Then I'm sorry, Lee. What you say? This thing get organic, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, here's number one. I just need one word answers. Y'all check us out.
Damn. Wow.
Nihar, I think Kenny be in the gym just like that.
No, I don't get it like that though. I don't get it like that.
I see you, brother.
Whoa, come on, man. Come on.
I don't get it like that, brother.
Sister, I just need one. What you got? Yes, sir. In the membrane.
I'm like Nihar, Poppy.
Okay. All right. Black Kenny, what y'all got? Yes, sir.
Oh, that's
Why?
All right. Oops. Yeah, well, I'll listen. Kenny do a show on Wednesdays. I'll let you talk to him on over there with him. Y'all go ahead.
No, that's Black do a show on Wednesdays, brother. That's
oh
Black.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you on there too though. But yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, Kenny, you didn't have nothing for that one, did you? All right.
Impressive.
Oh,
I was impressed.
That's what's
okay.
up.
All right.
Kenny on every day. You know, I'm a one-hitter quitter. Kenny all day, man.
Hey,
you know what? Where's this competition going?
Every day.
I thought she said all right tonight or something. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? This totally went off the rails.
Okay. Yeah, I know I wasn't here Monday. So okay, all right. I got one more for y'all when we get out of here. Here it is. Y'all check this one out. This is so organic, I promise.
Nah, that's my word. Nah, nah. Look at Devin's face.
Man, come on.
Nah.
Come on. She gonna be on The Bachelor she gonna be on that episode. What's up? Kitty, sister, what y'all
Soggy.
I'm telling you, real saggy and soggy. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%.
Damn. Just damn. That's all I can say.
Yes.
Damn.
That
DJ
makes no
say,
sense.
help him prepare for the sports show. Well, he love handling them balls. I'm telling you, you can help him handle them balls.
Hey, wait a minute, Miss Devin. What the hell? We need to go to commercial break. We need a 30-second commercial break right now.
Oh my God. Y'all crazy.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna let her get on this part, then, kid. I'm sorry, sister. Please, by all means, who business you get into?
Dig it in mine. Yeah, that's what she dig it in.
I ain't the one trying to dig in your business, brother, but you know, I can't blame folks, though. You know, anyway. I know me. I just mind my business, and
Lord have mercy.
It comes across my timeline that in 2023, a freaking search warrant has been released in the Tupac Shakur murder. A Las Vegas home was searched this week in connection with Tupac's murder. It belonged to a man who claimed he witnessed the murder in 1996. They went in looking for like computers, hard drives, things like anything related to the shooting. I feel like there's a reason that this is happening in 2023, and I'm hoping somebody here can tell me what that is. Black, why are they doing this in 2023 for the murder of Tupac, and why are they making it a huge announcement?
I'm gonna be honest with you, sister. I don't understand this. I'm really perplexed by this. I don't get why now and why the emphasis on searching this through now when there are countless documentaries out here with real evidence, and you want to tell me why you're pursuing it now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm completely up in the air. I don't even get the reason behind this at all. I really don't.
All right, Brenton, when you go back to 1996 and you think of the technology, okay, honey, think of the technology that we had in 96. What do you think they're going to find in this person's house that's going to help them in relation to the Tupac murder?
I don't know. AI. I don't know. I mean, I feel like to be honest with you, Kamala used a statement that they just doing stuff just to gaslight us. If I'm being honest, if y'all really wanted to get the information down, then what's the point of saying all that? Just go get it and then give us the results. Who needs to hear this process again? You just want to see us. We don't care now. We already know. I mean, we've gone through enough trauma to know now it's almost becoming numb. So we'll just wait till y'all finish. Nobody's gonna get up in arms about this, man. Listen, whatever y'all did, y'all, the same America that pitted them against each other. Now y'all sitting up here trying to act like y'all care. We don't care now. I mean, it is what it is. So we'll just wait for the results. Give it to us, and it better be the truth. So y'all done told so many lies.
I mean, Ken, there's been so much talk of years over the years about this murder. Do you think they already know? Like, what is the purpose of this? Like, what are we doing?
I think they already know, and the house that they searched was a Crip guy by the name of Keefe D.
Right.
And he's been talking a whole lot. He's been on his social media talking a whole lot about this murder for years. The one that has been accused of allegedly that killed Pac, Orlando Anderson, that was his nephew. So that connection has always been there, but Keefe D has been flapping his gums for years and years. I just think that at this point, it'll be 27 years in September since Pac was murdered. I think, do we ever want to know who killed Pac? I think I think we do, but I think
we won't believe him.
We kind of at this point, I mean, what will it help? Why know now? His mother is gone, his stepfather is deceased. So I mean, it's just the fans that left. Me as a big Pac fan, I just look at this like with a side eye. It's like, okay, so y'all probably already know. So why y'all keep teasing us with this? I say either you're gonna come out and say this person did it, or just don't say anything at all.
That's it.
Well, I can't find a hard drive or SD card from 2 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know what they think they're going to find from back in the day on some floppy disk from 30 years ago. Like, none of this makes sense to me. And no disrespect, there have been so many people that are a higher standing than Tupac whose murders aren't even solved. Why do we care who murdered Tupac? I mean, I just think it doesn't matter. Like, not that we don't care, but I just didn't think he was that important to where he should be investigated after 30 years when there's so much bigger cases that are worthy of that. I don't really care who.
And I get that. I understand that a lot of people don't.
This was like a gang war and things that happened back in the day. And he was a rapper who got shot, was associated with different types of people that they shouldn't have been associated with. And there's some sort of cloud or a reason that this has come out. But I really don't care. I just wanted to know what y'all thought about it. Now I'm just go back to minding my own business.
You know, and here it is,
Stay
y'all.
out of mind, Devin. Stay out of mind.
You know what? I ain't gonna be in your business, bro. It's somebody
that
else
note.
trying to get all in your business and under the covers. You know what?
Hey, how you doing, Nihar? You back? I see Nihar back. Okay, gotcha. All right, let me sit over here and be quiet until it's my time to talk.
Partner.
Balls with you during the sports segment. That's all.
I tell you what, Nihar, if you're gonna send that cash out, let me holler at you after the show.
Oh,
Okay, I'll just tell you.
But you know, Sister Devin, you was right. We still don't know who. We know who killed Kennedy, but they won't even open the archives.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They're locked, and I think to be released in in our lifetime. But if you're not gonna tell me that, I'm with you.
Right.
This is no disrespect to Tupac, but really,
Right. Yeah.
There's a whole
I
bunch
mean,
of murders out there we don't know. But
You know?
right. Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. The way we are today, we don't even if the truth was being told, people will still find a way to think of it as a lie. Everybody has a theory. There's some conspiracy. So, it whatever. I mean,
Right.
I can't even find gift cards that as many times as black people move in the hood. I know that boy ain't kept no computer no 27 years. Come on, man. They throw that junk in the trash. Yeah. Well, see, again, they did a Netflix documentary on that. So
Yeah, I
again,
watched that. Yeah, on Who
Yeah.
Killed Malcolm. Yeah, I watched that. Too.
yeah, Miss Devin trying to help you. Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's pointless banter. Yeah, they know black people still hurt about Tupac. That's right. And
Right,
again,
right.
they still heard about Selena, and they know that little fat white Mexican lady killed us. So okay. All right. Look at that.
That's
Okay.
some good
All
African
right.
G's, Neil.
All right,
All right.
Dion.
All right.
You might make me jump in your DMs. You better cut it out.
That's what's up.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. What we got next? All right, so listen, y'all. It may come to a town near you. So, in Alabama, I mean, man, we just been on it. Alabama, Florida, Bama. Tell me about this man. Is he really telling the truth here? So, a black man said that he actually won an election to be mayor in a town in Alabama, in a rural town in Alabama. Yes, I'm all right. It says Patrick Braxton, 57, is one of several plaintiffs named in a lawsuit that he said that he won an election, but the white officials and another guy reappointed a mayoral. I can't say it. Mayoral. I don't know. Mayoral. Thank you. Mayoral seat. And keeping Braxton from taking office and carrying out his mayoral duties. Braxton said in the lawsuit with CBS News reviewed that New Bern had not held an election for decades. Instead, the office of mayor was inherited by a hand-picked successor, and that mayor then chose town council members. Again, this sounds Trumpish, y'all.
Well, it sound politics as usual, politics as they call it. You know.
Crazy boy. So I know, man. We're gonna leave you alone tonight. I won't do nothing else. I'm gonna stop. I'm just saying, y'all. We've said it on this show time and time before. These national elections, that's trash. Y'all better figure out about these local elections before they have us all back picking cotton. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, they don't care anymore, and we're not paying attention anymore. So, I don't know. Y'all want to speak on this?
I just want to add one thing.
Yeah.
And these, especially in the South, in these small local elections, the Ku Klux Klan traded in their robes for these positions.
Right.
And it's just bubbling to the surface. These are the people who put Donald Trump in office.
Yeah.
Once again, I try to highlight to my people, we tend to think our vote truly counts. We only make up 13% of the population, people. When you get down to it, we're in about a dozen states for real. When you look at the United States and the makeup. So when we hear about redistricting and Supreme Court trying to redistrict and make things fair, even in the swing states. What we're discovering, especially in states like Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, places like that, what's bubbling to the surface is the 40 years where we haven't seen the broad strokes of the Ku Klux Klan. You know why? Because they hold these positions. And damn what the Supreme Court say, they're telling you, I'm not listening, and I'm going to do what I want to do, because in this here time, there's a country, if you watched on The View just this week, the issue with Whoopi Goldberg, there's a major country artist that has a song out, and the lyrics is telling you,
that's Jason Aldean.
Say that in our city. He's telling you,
Aldean.
and he's talking about the sundown states, the things that happen in the South.
Yeah.
This is real, folks.
Yeah.
Would you say the Electoral College works to our advantage since we're only? Of
No,
course
hell no.
It does not.
That's been a farce for you. I mean, anyway, they made that. They made that to work for them. So
yeah.
anyway.
So
yeah.
I don't know, Kenny sister, y'all got something y'all want to add to this?
Typical politics, I guess.
Yeah, but it's getting more and more common, and that's what's bothering me, right? That this is becoming more and more. It's too easy now. It's like they're trying to make us normalize. And then all of a sudden they hitting us with that siege, like that movie Denzel. And then we in football fields standing waiting around and all this kind of stuff, and behind barbed wires. They putting barbed wires in the lakes, and again, they just trying everything out, man. They already doing it in Israel. So I heard about it. It's the part of Alabama known as the Black Belt region.
Which is
why I don't want anything horrible to happen, but I don't know what needs to be said or what needs to be done for people to start taking local elections seriously. Because we'll get out in droves and stay in line for 4 hours for the presidential election, which means nothing. But I don't know why I don't know what needs to happen to encourage people to vote for local elections.
Which is why I've been advocating. If you watch the movie Malcolm X, they talked about segregation. Now, I'm not talking about going back to Africa. Segregation needs to happen right here in America. I've been saying it and uttering it for a long time. We live in two Americas. How come in a state like Atlanta, and I've even lived in Tennessee, where a certain city can secede, they have the ability to secede. Right here in Buckhead, they're working on seceding from Atlanta. Do you know why? Because Buckhead, it encompasses the people with the money. And you know what they're saying? We don't want to be a part of Atlanta. We want our own police force, our jails, our schools, this and that. If that can happen within a state, when Black people realize their true political power and secede in the sense that you recognize and acknowledge there are two Americas, you know what? If you want to be the sheriff of your damn town, that's fine. I'll be the sheriff of my damn town. We really need to divest and secede right here in America. That's how South Africa got freed. It works, but we still think too much or want to be a part of a system that don't want us on every level.
Right.
Yeah.
And I could go on, folks. Grammy Awards, and I could pick trivial shit to important shit. They don't want us. Why you keep wanting to be a part of a system that spits you out like vomit? They don't want you.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Black, she said, did you feel Killer Mike campaigning for Stacey Abrams while doing an interview with voter suppression Kemp and said he knew what was in his heart, which Kemp used as campaign literature? It's all theatrics.
I was going to say, I'm not even going to go down there. I keep it all. Yeah. I despise all politics.
Yeah. Yep. The richest soil, the poorest people. That's actually. What's up, dude?
Okay.
Javier.
Hey, what's up, Javier?
13% doesn't matter. Black people don't even. Yeah. What's up, man? Good to see you. I'm gonna get you on the show one day. All right, y'all. Listen. I gotta keep it pushing because I'm on Devin's clock. So listen, Black Love Series. She done picked up that cup like twice. I know what that means.
You know what that is.
Yeah, right. That's right. So listen, that's it. When the drink over, the show's over. All right, come on. So listen, y'all. Black Love series. I want to talk to you guys about soulmates, and I want to get you guys' thoughts about this. Because again, I believe in our culture, we really struggle with misinterpretations, misunderstanding, taking things out of context just because somebody told us, y'all won't even split a pole because your grandmama said you're gonna get bad luck. Listen, if I see a cat walk across me and it's black, I'm gonna put my foot up its behind. So I don't care about all that stuff. But I just want us to start having conversations that we need to. So just right, real quick, soulmates. What's y'all take about soulmates? Black, what you think? What's a soulmate?
In theory, a soulmate is somebody that fits you perfectly, that matches what you're looking for. Now, if you're asking, do I believe in it? Yes and no.
Yeah. Okay, Kenny, what you thinking? Soulmate.
Pretty much on the line of what Brother Black said, but I will say this: I think you can have more than one soulmate because I don't think you can find everything that you want in one person, in my opinion.
Wow. So. Okay. Interesting. All right, sister.
I don't really believe in that. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a time where I did believe in soulmates, but some people have a new soulmate every year. Like it just none of it makes any sense to me. Like there's like when I think of like a soulmate, this is someone that's so connected to you that no matter where they were, no matter what they were going through, no matter the situation, they still like own your heart, own your everything. To me, if you're gonna have a soulmate, it should be in something like your children or whatever, but not like in a partner. Because even if I tell you that you're my soulmate, you piss me off, I don't want to do with you. I'm gonna have another soulmate, and it's all BS.
Yes. So, and again, this is just conversation for us because we've literally allowed myths and folk tales to sit on our nightstands and our mantles for years in our homes, and we don't even know what this stuff is. We like the way it sounds, but we don't really understand how to apply it. So again, we're talking about something that cannot be defined through application, because again, as we've talked before, we got people in polyamorous relationships. We got people in got two families, don't know each other. You got so many different types of relationships. And again, I asked this question on top of this for soulmates. So then, because Kenny made a statement that jogged my thoughts. So can somebody love more than one person the same amount?
I believe so.
Because there's a certain level. Like, again, I'm not talking about the love you have for your children or the love you have for your family. I'm talking about the intimacy of an individual. Can there be a equilibrium of love for more than one person?
I believe so.
Okay. I do too. And I think this is fodder for a longer conversation because as I read the thoughts, I don't think, Miss Toria, for example, soulmate means you think alike. That's not how I define it.
Yeah, me either.
So I'm not talking I wouldn't even want somebody who think like me. I wouldn't even necessarily want somebody who walks lock in step with me. We talk about opposites attract. So I don't need another me in this damn house. Lord knows. I need somebody to keep my ass in check. And in many ways, I want somebody to challenge me. Having said that, I believe what Kenny says. And to answer your question, I do believe you not only can you love somebody, I think you love somebody more. I loved my wife. And I fell in a deeper state of love with a woman after that. You know why? At the time I got married, I was young. I was 21 years old. The truth of the matter is I didn't truly even understand myself at that point. Now, as much as I could interpret love, I did. So what I'm looking for today is not going to be what I'm looking for 30 years ago. So I do believe you can have that same level of love and commitment. But here's the thing about soulmates. The goalposts move, I personally believe. I believe you move the goalposts. I believe even if you find someone that fits everything you're looking for, the timing may not be right. And then you may spend a lot of time looking for those same qualities, attributes, character traits. And sometimes we settle because of what we're looking for. We move the goalposts. So
true.
I think this is a much deeper conversation.
Right.
It is. You're right.
But no doubt.
It's one we still having. I mean, sister, can you love more than one person equally?
In a relationship romantically, hell no. And y'all need to stop. Like, you can love more than one person a certain way, but it's not going to be in the same manner. Like, long time ago, long time ago, I may have had more than one on the roster. You know what I'm saying? But I always had what a man would refer to as a bottom B. There was always one dude that I cared for. Are we being real? There's always one dude that I cared for more than I cared for the other ones.
Right,
and when he would act a fool, I would lose a little bit of love for him, and then somebody else may move up. Or I may stop loving any one of those altogether. And then because I met somebody that I truly love, and I only want to put all my time and feelings and soul into this person, so then neither one of them really matter. They still cool. I like them a little. I don't want them to get hit by a car. But I'm not going to have the same amount of love for them that I have for the man that I want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, if I'm truly in love with somebody, I don't have any interest in anybody else. And if I do, it's just for a moment, and it don't really mean nothing. It's like almost just
I can't wait till you come on our Black Love series, because I think it's different for men than for women. And I disagree with you completely. I disagree with you completely. I truly do. You know, I think what maybe you, and I'm not going to speak to what a woman feels, but I can seriously sit here and tell you, you know, I like your term about the bottom B, you know, and everything. Now, that would only apply when I was running them nasty 50 no good bitches out there. But if we're talking about actual people I gave a damn about, no, it's a completely different experience. It really and truly was. Because we're not talking about, for me anyway, the sexual act. I ain't never had no pussy where the cape came out and I saw stars around my head. You know, I had some good pussy and some bad pussy. You know what I'm saying? But even somebody that I actually loved, there's degrees to this game, baby girl.
I just think it's a difference. Like, out of those dudes, like one of them, I'm gonna say probably maybe even all of them didn't come to my house. But there may be one where I cooked and I was like, you can come get you a plate. But if one of the other ones was like, baby girl, can I have a plate? I'd be like, you got me effed up. Where my food at?
It's different for men. It's different for men. It's different for men. It's different for men. It really is.
Definitely.
It's different for men.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. I won't prolong it.
And a lot of things, I'm sorry, because your brother Brandon, I'm sorry. I know you want to sip your cup, baby, and go. You're measuring a lot of things too, sweetheart. All things aren't created equal. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're about closest you can get to a 10. Intelligent, articulate, attractive. You know, not everybody can do what you do, baby.
No, it's a bunch of sisters. You got Leroy that you call when you call your battery die. And then
it's a different thing.
When you need your coochie stretched, and then you got
you can do that, but you can do that.
Ronald that you call when you want to.
But you can do that.
Okay,
right.
You can do that. You can do that. I've had one of my chicks, my headmaster, best head I ever had in my life. I wouldn't take her out in public. She looked like olive oil, sweetest person in the world. She can't do what you do.
Woo, boy! This
I'm just here to bring the topics. That's all I'm here to bring. So listen, this is what I want to end with, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I'm gonna shut it down. We can mince words, we can argue over words, but here is a telltale truth that matters. Actions will always speak louder than our words. So it doesn't matter what you want to call the relationship. I don't agree that you can love more than one person equally, because that again, that's my perspective, and it doesn't make sense to me. But I want to see what your actions say. See, it's easy to satisfy many women, but it's very difficult to satisfy one. Period. And that alone is a feat on its own, on its own 2 feet. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it the way you do it, I'd rather see it than hear it. And hey, if that's what you do, then so be it. But I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear about it. Let me see it. So to all my poly players out here, you know what I'm saying? Listen, don't talk about it, be about it. Let me see them. Let me see you spend all that money on all them poly girls you got. Or maybe you got girls that got, you know, some diplomas that have some asterisks by them. I don't know. But again, it's your world. Just let me see it. Because actions will speak louder than these words.
We need to do this show just so you know.
Yeah.
Just so Chris Rock said, you know, you can F a woman with a diamond D and she gonna say it was too cloudy.
I will, man. But again, like I said before, I don't want a woman that I can enjoy. I want a woman that I can know that's gonna have my back 10 toes down when hard times hit.
You my hero.
You can find women that can pleasure you all day, but you can't find nobody that's gonna be with you when the storm hit.
Lately, I ain't even found that, but okay.
Yeah. But again, let that junk stop working and see how long they still stick around with you then, homeboy.
You see the comments. This we gotta go. We gotta have a show, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Listen, I'm here for it all. So, all right.
Yeah. Happy born day. Hey, Javier, happy born day.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday,
Glad you
Javier.
came through.
Yeah, I just hope you're not sitting watching on your birthday suit right now. Just hopefully not. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, we are at one of the favorite parts of the show. Lee Black gonna holler at you for. Now, I'm really interested to see what this is, but real talk for real men. Take it away, my brother.
This is not a shameless plug for my show, Real Talk for Real Men. It truly wasn't. It actually was inspired by the Jamie Foxx clip when I watched it. I typically look for something to talk about that just kind of speaks to me. And this was one of the things that, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, it really did hit home and resonate with me, but for different reasons. You know, we live in a world of social media where when a story first breaks, it's popular and we jump all over it and we're chomping at the bit because we want to know what's going on, especially when it comes to famous people and their lives. And we've been saying on this platform, we really just want to know that you're okay. So finally, he comes out with this clip. But you know what spoke to me is the fact that one of the rappers, actual Adrian Broner, a boxer, mentioned that Jamie Foxx saved his life. He said that he was suicidal, and he spoke about how Jamie Foxx was so nice to him that it saved his life, and he was thankful that Jamie Foxx had come out with this message and talked about how his family had saved his life, being in support of him. So I called this segment Real Talk for Real Men because I hope that the worm is turning, where men are being respected for being emotional and articulate about their feelings. And sometimes when these stories hit the headlines, we heard about the Keke Palmer situation, but we don't go back and look behind the scenes and find out what happened after the fact. After we've covered all of the hubbub about what Black Twitter thinks and this and that, do you know, would it surprise you guys to know that the boyfriend had since come out and said that he had held her to a standard of perfection and that they're doing just fine? We don't report that. Remember when Master P and Romeo had it out in public on Twitter? They're doing just fine, folks. A father and son had a disagreement, and lo and behold, they worked it out. Did you know that 50 Cent and his son, who had been at war for years, they're doing just fine, folks? The headlines show them at war with each other. They're doing just fine. Did you know that Samuel L. Jackson and Spike Lee spent a few years where they were distanced from each other because of a pay scale. And due to their wives constantly getting them together, they were able to work it out and reestablish the friendship. Not to mention the multiple stories we hear about hip hop beefs, but then not every one of them results in a killing, a stabbing, or shooting. Folks, what real men do is have real conversation. And we don't always agree with each other, but there are a lot of men out there now that find themselves in a new place where women sit atop of the food chain and we're being forced to live in a new reality. Because of cancel culture and Me Tooism, we're having to learn to reinvent ourselves and express our feelings. And it don't always go over well, but I want to normalize the fact that we do say what's on our mind right here on this show. These three people that you see on this panel, we're real people. We go through real shit. Behind the scenes, when the camera go off, we support each other in our moments of highs and lows. And we show up here every Monday night in support of each other. And you get to see us disagree and talk fuckery and foolishness and laugh and joke. But I tell you what, we got each other like nobody's business. And in particular, these brothers right here, we get a chance to have real conversations. And the inception of my show called Real Talk for Men, Real Men, that's all I ever wanted, was men to have a safe space to be able to open up and not feel belittled, ashamed about going through vulnerabilities. And I hope this gets normalized because not all of us are thugs and want to kill each other. And we don't even all have to agree. Mr. DJ and all the different ones in the Real Estate Insider, we love each other as black men and we speak our truths and we're all different and we walk our own path. We put our pants on because we all men and we respect each other and we get to tell each other, believe it or not, from time to time, how much we love and respect one another and we got each other's back. And I want that to be the story behind the story. So God bless and have a good week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, DJ. I don't know what Dwight Howard did, so you got can't you
gotta go check out the Black Hollywood Report. I did. Dwight Howard allegedly was getting some man meat. I'll just leave it at that.
He be tooting that thing up, getting that. He be
Go
getting him some bussy, but one of the bussy boys.
Allegedly.
That's what happened. He allegedly be tooting that booty up like that, and dude done come out and told his business. That's what happened.
No, we don't do that on this show. No, thank you. Nah, say that for with them queens and something. Them other show, Queens and Queers or something. I don't know. That ain't this show though. Sorry. Yeah. So, all right. Listen, man, it's been a fantastic. I made it the whole way, y'all, man. Yeah, look at me. All right. I worked that thing out, man. Y'all better stop playing me. All right. It's final thoughts time, man. I appreciate all of y'all for what y'all did. Brother Kenny, give me your final thoughts, my brother.
Well, I had forgot that I had started these awards. My brother Brenton brought it back to my attention.
Yes, sir.
I'm bringing back the CAN Awards. If you don't know what the CAN Awards is, Clown Ass Nose Awards. And we got 2 winners this week that's going to get the Clown Ass Nose Award. The first award goes to Miss Carly Russell, a.k.a. somebody that adopted me. I found a white baby on the side of the road. And baby, you got to wear that red nose. I'm not bullying you. It's not
well
bullying
deserved.
you. But you get the Clown Ass Nose Award. You got a co-winner though, Carly. Jason Aldean. If you haven't seen the video, the name of the video is "Try That in a Small Town."
Yep.
Some of the lyrics is "See how far you make it down the road." I got a gun my granddad gave me, and good old boys. That's some of the lyrics in that. I'm sure that granddad gun probably got some black bodies on it, in my opinion. And a good old boy. So again, that song is trash, and I'm gonna say it's trash, just like I would say that the song by Real Boston Richie video, that rap video is trash too. I'm giving out all kind of trash. If it's trash, it's trash. I don't care what color you are. So my other clown ass nose award goes to Jason Aldean, and those are my final thoughts. And Nihar, thank you, love. Appreciate you you coming through. I might hit you in your DM.
We'll say that for a follow-up. Man, sister, give me your final thoughts.
Now that Nihar has mentioned, Nihar mentioned something related to Dwight Howard and Black, kind of piggybacking off what you said, as far as like Black men not being, not having to mute themselves, being open, honest, loving. What I want to have a conversation with you guys about one day, or that y'all can have a conversation about and let me hear it, is embracing guys like Dwight Howard, who are out there and living in their truth and doing like their thing. Because in my job, no HIPAA violations, I am seeing a lot more cases of like HIV, and a lot of these people are in relationships. And I can just tell from when you speak to some of these people that they're not out and about in their truth. Some are, some are not, right? So how do we learn how to embrace those men? Because let's be honest, Black people, we are the most homophobic culture
Right.
there is. And we use the Bible as a means to justify it, right?
Yep.
And so one day I'd like for you guys to have a discussion about what it would take for you to embrace like a Dwight Howard, so that although you don't agree with what he does, and you'll never agree with what he does, and you'll never do what he does, and you ain't giving him hugs and kisses, but what can you do to allow him to be comfortable living in his truth?
Okay.
And out loud, and to know that he can have your back and you can have his back, and what he does behind closed doors is his business.
Okay.
You want that to be on Lee Show, or you want us to do it on here?
I would like y'all to talk about it, and for me to just overhear it, because of course my attitude toward it is totally different. I want the dude out loud and proud just to avoid having to hide and do sneaky things or whatever. But I think it's the fear of what you think and how you feel is why he's not out loud and proud, in my opinion. And not just you. I don't mean you. I mean
right.
Those who he fears will not embrace him.
Right.
And I wouldn't even talk about the Black church and all that. That's something totally different.
Right.
I'm just talking about masculine, confident Black men as a whole.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, Black, I'll let you tackle that whenever you're ready. We down.
So I'll say this. I've been doing my show for quite a while, and on my show, Devin, some of my closest friends who come to visit me every time they come to Atlanta, Kedrick, Brian, Steven, and I'm not even outing anybody. They're openly gay men, some of my closest friends. And I lost a close friend last year named Fabian, who I cry about constantly. As much as I love Brenton and Brother Kendrick, these are dear friends of mine. I personally have no issue with it whatsoever. When you hear me make my comments about homosexuals and lesbians, it's my way of saying I see you the same way I see anybody else. If I can talk about them, I'm going to talk about you, because there's no difference. Even from a scriptural perspective, the Bible says neither liars, nor thieves, nor fornicators, nor adulterers. It lists a whole bunch of sins. No one sin is above another. They're all sins. And then we don't get to judge. So for me personally, I couldn't care less. If you ain't messing with old people, dogs, and doing anything wrong to children and women who you want to kick it with, that don't make your sex any more worse than the nasty bitches I have in here on their hands and knees. God bless you. Do what makes you happy. I personally don't believe there's a such thing as gay and straight anymore. I think people like what they like when they like it. But that's a whole nother conversation. So my last take is on mental health, because again, people will tell you what they do, but I can't, behind closed doors, people are going to do what makes them feel good. That's a whole nother conversation. So for me, I personally don't have a problem with it. And I'm glad we're finally getting to a place where that's not a stigma anymore, and in my home right here, I have gay friends come over and we don't identify. I'm a mentor, one of my coolest people right now, Marlon. And I'm not outing anybody when I mention their names. They know who they are. And they come over here and drink my liquor, eat my food, sleep in my house. I could care less. I love people. I love who you are at your core if you're a good person. So my final thoughts is on mental health. I'm grateful for a platform like this where we can come here and debate and open up these topics and do it in a healthy way, because there are too many shows out there where they're yelling and screaming at each other. We don't do that. None of the shows on TFG do that. We don't get down like that. Even if we disagree without being disagreeable. And I'm grateful because that keeps good mental health. And believe it or not, there's far too many of us holding shit in when we need to be letting it out. Be your damn self.
Well, yes, sir. And yeah, Devin, we can definitely have that show. So I'm yeah, we'll make sure Black put that together and we'll do it. And then we'll see what you think about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I have enjoyed my family today because I was able to share with them on the show. So thank y'all so much for allowing me to be on here the whole time.
Thank you. We're glad you were back, brother. Glad you.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, yes, sir. All right, so I have a question for you all. It says, what was your favorite course in school?
Oh, that's easy for me.
Science.
Okay.
Same, science.
For me, accounting for me.
Listen at you.
Okay.
That's why your collar button all the way to the top. Accounting. Listen at you.
Why you all in my car?
You
Why you on my
nerd.
collar?
All right.
Why you on my buttons, bro?
My bad. I don't want Neha on me. All right, Neha.
She gonna loosen up them buttons. Don't worry about it, Brandon.
See, Devin, Miss Devin, I done told you. Leave me alone.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Miss Tori. Okay, so well, let's take a look at this, and I'll come back to y'all.
I don't need benefits. I gotta be at work at 6. I gotta work at 11.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Okay, well, no matter what course you liked, the most I would like for you to do is just learn something. And this young lady learned what gravity is today. So I don't care what class you like. Just make sure you're learning something in every class that you go to, because that girl, she learned a valuable lesson, and that is whatever goes up literally must come down. And so what you say, Neha? The class my mama had to cuss.
Oh my. Oh wow. Okay.
All right.
Well,
listen.
There we go.
Listen, that's Devin, that's Kenny, and that's Lee Black, and Neha will see Kenny in a little bit, and we'll see y'all on Monday.